Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Stop! 180! 54 Mike. Rip right!
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection in their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Lock in, lock in.
On 1st down, Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Sit up. 180. You get block me. You get block me. You get block me. Slam, slam, slam. Kill.
first down, a run with Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, it's Cohen. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What's that? Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Oh, yeah, point. Check. Hey, can't.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Blue there. Black. Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 51.
3rd and long for Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He's checking. Crack. Right there, 54.
Now it's Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now Trubisky to throw, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, that is caught by Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. It's Miller. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Cohen, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go. Good work, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
We're going. Let's go. Go ahead.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Wide.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's been a long day for you.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky will throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Slam, slam.
Throwing is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. This is Cohen. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down and goal. Trubisky, and he whips that one incomplete there. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's third and goal. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, exit. Check. Mike, 55.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Let's go.
From 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Quick dad. Here you go. Come. Hey, no, easy. Hey, Haywood. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Ricky.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
58 to Mike, 58.
A second down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to maneuver. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Gun. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Gun. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
58, come on.
Y'all not ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Good route here.
58 to Mike. Watch the pass. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
58 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Shit. Hey, Ken.
Now Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Let's go.
Cousins now. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Steamer.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
To throw, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Shoot, shoot.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Jack. He's crazy.
They try again with Cohen. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. Cousins. And his pass incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Gun. Hey, we're good, we're good.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Gun. Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Jahan,
58, come on. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cohen. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Short gain, short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go, defense.
Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. 25 yards that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Get up, 180. 54 miles.
Here's Trubisky. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And it'll be a fun time.